Alright, this is Roger with igadgetgeek, and I have another case review. This is the UNU DX Plus protective battery case for the iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. Now, UNU was nice enough to send this out to me, and this is available at myunu.com. Now, this is a kind of a ruggedized protective battery case. It is a 2400 milliamp hour battery, which is about 40% larger than the previous version from UNU, and this does retail for $60. That's right, $60 for a 2400 milliamp hour battery case, and it has twice as fast charging as the previous version. In other words, the previous version of the DX case from UNU, this case charges twice as fast. And I can attest, while testing this on my iPhone 4, it did give you a very rapid charge to your iPhone. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. It has this little magnetically closed front panel that gives you some information about the case. On the back, it kind of runs you down your different specifications of the case as far as the capacity and all of that good information. And there's even a little window here at the bottom where you can check the actual battery status of the case. Let's go ahead and get this on out of the case and we'll take a look at it. What all comes with the actual battery case. So we'll slide this out. We'll go ahead and set some of this packaging to the side. Of course, you get your standard USB to micro USB cable. And then we'll go ahead and pull this out, set the packaging to the side. It is kind of a two-piece style case. You have your main bottom that houses the actual battery, and then a top piece here that actually holds the phone in place. Now with this, you also get a little goodie bag that includes the little fake iPhone, instruction manual, and a screen shield. So that kind of helps give you that protection you may need on your iPhone 4 or iPhone 4S. So to install this is pretty straightforward. I have my iPhone 4 here. I have a carbon fiber skin on the back and an eye visor on the front. You want to just line this up on these rails, and you want to slide it in, and then it will mount right to that 30-pin dot connector. As soon as you install that, it does start charging. So we'll go ahead and slide this top piece on. There's little rails that it slides on, and you'll feel it kind of click into place. Now, as you can see, it is charging. Now, to turn this case on and off, on the silver button on the back, if you hold it for a few seconds, it will turn the battery case off and stop charging your phone. Now, to turn that back on, you just want to press and hold it for a few seconds, and it will start charging again. Now, when this case is either charging or not charging, basically to check your battery status of the case, you'll just want to press this for a second or so. Just one quick press will give you an idea of how much battery charge is left in the case. So let's go ahead and take a look around at the case itself. On the bottom here, you have your On the bottom here, you have your micro USB for syncing and charging. On the very back here, you have a nice cutout for your camera and flash. And although that is quite a bit recessed back in there, I have not noticed any issues with flashback, probably due to the fact that this is all that nice soft touch matte finish on this entire case. So it does have a real nice soft touch feel. Now on the very top, you have a cutout here for your headphone jack, your secondary mic, and a nice one for your sleep-wake button. And that cutout for your sleep-wake button is still very easy to get in there, and you can push that button no problem. You don't have to try to, squeeze your finger in there at a weird angle. Now on this side here, you have your silent switch, your volume up and down, and I've kind of like how they've changed up this. Instead of having one giant cutout, they've kind of changed up the look of it, and it kind of gives it a unique look. So that's kind of a walk around. Now, you do not get much of any lay on the table. Now, I will go ahead and zoom in on this and see if I can capture this for you. It does have a very slight little lip around it, so that's going to give you a very minimal amount of lay on the table. But this is kind of more of a ruggedized style of case, battery case for your iPhone 4. It has a giant 2400 milliamp hour battery in it. Now, in my testing, I took my iPhone 4, ran it down to about 20%, had this battery case fully charged, and started charging my iPhone 4. It charged my iPhone 4 all the way back up to 100%, still had 3 of these 4 batteries remaining. So I feel safe to say you can get probably 2 full charges to your iPhone 4 with this case. Now, of course, everyone's experience will vary. I tended to not use my phone a lot while it was charging. If you use your phone while it's charging, of course, you're not going to get as much of a charge from that battery case. You know, and that is all subjective depending on how much you use your phone. But this, for the size, it does add quite a, add some bulk, but not as much bulk as other battery cases that I have reviewed, especially for the fact that it is 2400 milliamps, which is one of the largest battery cases that I have reviewed without adding just a huge amount of bulk. Now they have, integrated a nice little funnels here for your speaker and microphone, and I did not get any noticeable difference on my speaker volume. And when I called people, they didn't say I sounded echoey or muffled or anything, so that was nice. So that has kind of been my full review of the UNU DX Plus protective battery case. It is a 2400 milliamp hour battery case that retails for $59.95. And this has been Roger with iGadgetGeek.